What's going on, guys? I'm gonna try to break down this scene I just finished real quick for y'all. So basically, this big outside circle piece, don't even worry about that because it's just one big light. The main focus that I want to kind of stress is the model itself. So as you can see, well, first of all, the main thing when it comes to CG modeling is simplification. You want to simplify every little thing that you have. Because once you get inside here and you turn on the wireframe, kind of looks pretty overwhelming. You can't do something like this, but if you take some steps backwards, it's pretty easy actually. So flat box, obviously everything's pretty flat. No, not a lot of detail. If we go inside, this chair is horrible, but right there, you can pretty much break that down into, if you cut it right here, it'd be a rectangle. So all you would do, you take a primitive here, pull it up. So you have this rectangle. You could scale it out a little bit, scale it up a little bit. So you have the thickness and the dimensions. And then what you could do is go to face mode, take this face, and just extrude the face out, pull it out, get that back part right there. Go to your vertex, take, it's hard to do this inside something I've already built. I keep running into this wall with the camera. Take these four, scale it in, right there. Oh my god, this camera. And you could just go to object mode, and you could just smooth something out. Oh, hold up. For smoothing, you gotta take all your outside edges here. Before smoothing anything, you gotta bevel all your outside edges. So anything a corner touches, you want to bevel, or just a slight change in shape. This is really slight, so I would be beveling this. And that's pretty much all of them. That's flat, so you don't really have to worry about that. But so you take these edges and then you just bevel it, but that looks like shit. So you do it 2 and 2. Here we go. It's 2 and 2. Go back to object mode. Now it should smooth out better. And then object mode again. It's all quad still, but basically you'd have to play with it a little bit. So it could be a little wider. And then it's a little wider like that. And that's basically the main shape for that chair cushion. All the rest you're doing to get all rounded off like that, that's really fine detail. But when you're learning modeling and learning the basics, you don't really worry about fine details. That right there, you could fit that on another slab underneath, which would be, you could take this actually and just duplicate it, move it underneath, scale it down, and that would be your wooden piece right there. And then I think there's a hole in that underneath, so you would just cut a hole in the middle, which is pretty easy. But basically the main thing with modeling, every item in here is just starting extremely simple. And that's how you gradually work your way to a really nice scene like I have. So for a cup example, take a cylinder, because that's the first shape that you think of when you say a cup. You should take a cylinder. And don't worry about the handle, because that's going to be a little more advanced. But just to make a basic cup, you could take the cylinder right here. You could select all the faces on top. I'm doing this so slow, but select all the faces on top and then extrude them, but you want to extrude scale. Hold on. it's not going the way I want it to. But oh, there we go. Alright, so you'd like extrude scale right there, and then you could take all these faces again, do another extrude, and you could just move it down. I'll turn wireframe for this, but you'd move it down to where like it sits right about there-ish. Turn off wireframe, and then go to your vertex, actually wireframe again. Select all these vertex right here. And you can just scale them in a little bit, just like so. And then you pretty much have generic outside piece of that cup right there. The rest of it just comes with like really fine detail, and like that's all smoothed out. So if you want to like smooth something out and work on fine detail like that, try to get back to my cup. Then you would do the same thing I did with the chair cushion. Bevel all these edges. Oh, not that one. Bevel all of these edges because that's the main change in shape. Bevel all these ones underneath, and these ones right here. And then bevel them, but that looks like complete crap. You can go 2 and 2 again. It's pretty generic. 2 and 2. That should not be cutting in like that, but that's okay. You can go to object mode. Why is that cutting in? It's because of my extrude. You can smooth it out. It makes it like a really nice, smooth looking cup. So let me click off of it real quick so you can see. Even though it's got that little lip on there, which I can just delete off, but you see right there where it smooths in, and you have all these really smooth transitions in your geometry. That table looks like shit, by the way. But that's like the main thing to get down when you're like beginner modeling and you're like first starting out, is everything that you see that you want to make, just think about the basic shapes that can like form it together, and just start simple, really simple. Because when you look at this scene, it looks like really overwhelming with all the geometry and with all the shape that I have. But that's what discourages a lot of people and kind of discouraged me from the start. But then once you start breaking it down and making simple shapes, you can make all the objects, and then you can go back to all your objects that you made really simply, and you can just refine all the details and make it look a lot better.